Hello everyone, Darren here, and on today's episode of Watch the Academy, we're going to look at the 38th installment of the Map Awareness series. Now, we are here with Dodger Blue. I'm going to call him Blue for short, so that way we don't take up too much time saying his name all the time. Blue here is on Fisherman's Bay in the Object 268 version 5. A tank now overshadowed by something that I will not talk about because that's not the point of this video. The point of today's video is to demonstrate here how, map awareness here can actually help you turn the tables around in a game. And specifically here in Blue's case, knowing when to pull back. That is something that I am actually not that well good in. I tend to become so invested in a flank to the point that I end up staying till I'm dead, and that's never really the smartest move in a lot of cases. But Blue here is being patient. He is observing, trying to see if he can get spots. You notice that he activated his food consumable in order to try and boost his view range in order to spot someone. He does, and good thinking on his part to simply hold his shot and wait till he 100% has a shot lined up. And you're going to see this a lot here. He's not going to take any lazy, rushed shots at opponents in hopes of scoring. He is going to wait until he for sure has a shot. And a lot of times that's really, really good thinking on there. It's good ammunition. There's a term for it that I can't think of at the time of recording this. Conservability, I think, maybe. But as you will see throughout this clip, he holds his shot till he knows that he 100% will hit. And again, in this case here, there's the Jaegeru just, doing like the duck shooting game, just straight broadside across the front, lined up, nice easy shot. And then we have the Centurion here. He's going to take a shot from the Centurion, and of course the Centurion is going to get punished with a nice solid shot by Blue. He is going to back up because he is spotted. He does have a bunch of foliage here that he knocked down earlier in order to help him become unspotted. And now we are shifting position, still on the ridge to provide support, and getting some good solid broadside shots on the opponents that are kind of stuck on the outskirts of the town, village, city. I don't think it would really be a city, but you get the idea. So, as you can see, he's not just rushing any shots. He's waiting till he knows he will have a 100% hit probability, maybe a 95% hit probability. I don't know exactly what his acceptance probability is with that, but he is certainly waiting till he knows he has a clean shot. So, really at this point, he is in the support role. He is not up in the fight like a lot of people seem to think that the 268 version 5 is able to be in. I mean, it certainly is able to be in that position. But, I mean, again, it's still a T10 hull. It's not the most strongest thing against an opponent in a brawling situation. The gun certainly is big and scary, but, if you know for a fact that it fires and you can roll in front of it with impunity and will almost pen every time, it's not really super scary. You just got to let it fire at someone else or miss. That is probably the one shot you will see where he just kind of, YOLOs the shot, and it does pay off. He was minding the gap there. And really, there's not a whole lot to speak of about this particular point in the game. It was pretty close for the most part, and I believe it still is pretty close. I think we're like 10 to 11 right now. Might be less than that. But it is going to take quite a turn here relatively soon. This point here, we can see that the opponents are slowly taking over the town. There is one opponent left. He has been taken out. And this is what Blue is now noticed. Blue is in the situation where he's like, I need to go. Staying here means death. And good point on him to do this while he doesn't have opponents right on his butt. A lot of us, myself included, tend to try and stay till the very last minute and just get that extra shot of damage or are too focused on something else directly in front of us, and we just get rushed by a bunch of tanks and leave no room for us to escape safely. Blue does not do that. He noticed right away that as the moment that his last teammate died on that flank, he was like, I need to go because they are coming. And that's what he does. He pulls back to where his last set of teammates are. As we notice now, the team is pretty much falling apart at this point. It's now purely a defensive battle. He's knocked down some trees to provide some extra cover, and now we're going to sit back. That was the whole key point of this video here, and we're going to watch the fruits and his effort not go to waste here as he sits back, and he's now in the sniper role, supporting the one medium, I believe, that is up there, spotting for him and his other teammate, a 704, I believe, and, of course, artillery. So right now his teammates are doing some work. They brought it back from, I believe, I think it's like 6-11 to 6-7 now. And now the opponents are just kind of like, they're all stuck in a corner. We can be aggressive. And, well, that doesn't really work out well for some of them. Like you'll see here in the 48 Patton, just bum rushing it across the open field, gets smacked in the face and caught on fire. Unfortunately, the position that Blue is in is not really the most secure. If he gets cover from one side, he's going to expose himself to the other side, and it's only just a matter of time before he possibly takes a hit. He does need to be super aware of where he is and his opponents are, and while someone may be aiming at him, the FV4201 was not, but something else was. So the 48 Patton here is just kind of rolled up again, completely forgot for some reason that the 268 V5 is right there, and he ends up paying for it with death. We're kind of in this weird limbo side scraping mode because, again, we're trying to protect ourselves from both sides. And so right now we're going to take another shot at the 4201, and it does land. And again, we're still on this support role of trying to identify where our opponents will come at next. Again, just like the 48 Patton, the 57 Heavy is too focused on something else to actually see imminent death rolling around. Did the 57 care? I don't know. He might have just been trying to get that one last shot before he did die. Now, we're doing our best to support the medium tank up front. Unfortunately, the medium tank does get taken out by the Death Star, but because the Death Star stopped to take his shot, Blue was able to put the killing shot into the 183. But as you've noticed, this with combination with the 704 and that medium tank spotting, they have now brought the game that could have easily been a loss. Now it's a 3v1 in their favor. And Blue's going to capitalize on this. And he's going to actually go back to where he was and just push the ridge in hopes of spotting for his teammate and, of course, the artillery. Blue, with good HP conservation, that was actually the word I was looking for earlier. HP conservation has the ability now to actually go and fight the remaining heavy tank, provided that he does have a health advantage. And it does look like Blue does have the health advantage over the FV201. He's going to put a solid shot into the lower plate of the 4201. He's got the health to be able to take another shot before it starts getting questionable. He might be able to take another one, but of course artillery is on point and knocks out the 4201, bringing a victory to Blue, who does have over 10K combined on this game. An excellent game for Blue, turning it around from almost a certain loss to a victory. And that concludes today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. But until next time, this has been Darren of WotC Academy.